Alright, we are back with the 79 Corvette, and I am going to try to drive it. It's a little dark, it's hard to see, but I did have this car running a little bit ago. It has cooled down, but it's not like, this isn't going to be a cold start. I basically had to readjust the mixture screws, I had to readjust the cold fast idle on the choke side. And this is kind of what I decided on to do to keep the seats all good. Got the cover on that nice seat, and I put in, this is on the passenger side. That way I can get this dirty, I can get in and out and don't have to worry about keeping it clean or anything like that. So I'll just, 2 pumps. Make sure I'm in neutral. Yep. Still on that fast idle right now, but it's running good. Let's give it a little gas and kick down. back in the garage, check the temperature, and we're only at 180. That is what it says on the dash. I don't know if you can see that. Actually, the dash was at 160, but I turned it off. So maybe someone out there can tell me what's going on with this engine, because if you're able to hear it, it kind of surges a little bit. Like, it's not running as smooth as it should be. So if you have any ideas, let me know. Let me know what I should check out, other than adjust the mixture screws some more. But yeah, it only does that surging thing when it's in idle, and then when I'm in gear, just rolling along, not giving any gas, it's fine. So it's only in idle. My gut kind of tells me there's some dirt or something inside the carburetor. It just needs to be cleaned out again. But I don't know. Let me know what you think, and I can kind of assess the damage and figure out what needs to be done. But man, that's pretty cool. Eventually we're gonna have to put on this air cleaner. I might want to get that painted first before I do that. Had a lot of people tell me that they can't wait to see this car painted. When it's all done, people want to see the progress. They want to see what it looks like when it's all finished, and I'm right there with you. I want to see this car finished. So I really am going to try to get this car painted pretty soon. No promises, but that is the goal at least. If I get it looking good, I'll kind of feel more motivated to get it going. And honestly, this isn't a car that anyone should be driving every single day. This is more of a kind of keep in your garage because you got a pretty car, and drive out whenever you want to have fun in it, not to go to work or something like that. So I'm fine with getting a paint job done now before all the mechanical side is done, just because of the fact that this is not going to be a car I drive every day. And on top of that, I'm kind of on a time crunch, so it kind of makes sense when my time is up to just send it out to get painted. So I'm doing as much as I can now. I gotta real soon start prepping this car for paint, because I want to do the sanding myself. I know how to sand. I've done it before. I painted cars with spray cans before. So I want to get this sanded, prepped, ready for paint. So that way all the shop has to do is prime it, then start from there. They don't have to spend the initial time sanding it, and that will save me a little bit and also help me get more familiar with this car. Also, another little bonus, if you're sticking to the end, the distributor seal's leaking oil, and that means at some point I'm going to have to replace that seal. That means pulling the distributor off. If I do that, I'm going to take the carburetor off, and I'm going to paint this intake manifold. So whenever I get to doing that, that's when I'll be able to paint the intake, so then everything up top is painted again. And the plan in the future is also to do the timing chain, and when I do that, every pulley I have to take off, and the front cover, all that, painted. Just kind of works out that way. If I'm going to take a part off, put it back on painted, or just something like that. Still need to get rid of that crusty oil cap. Alright, thank you for watching another video on the 79 Corvette. This is a pretty special car to me, and I appreciate everyone that watches this. So I'll see you in the next one, and just stay tuned for the build progress and the updates as they come.